Dean Pickett was the second recipient of the John McDonald Award, and we are very pleased to rename the award in his honor to be here known as the McDonald Pickett Award. Dean Pickett was a giant among school lawyers. He served on the National School Boards Association Council of School Attorneys. He presented at every law conference from its inception. He was so giving of his time. He was a mentor to many and really believed in public education and serving public education through the practice of law. We tragically lost Dean in a tragic accident. And if you asked any school lawyer in this state, he has touched them and made an impact on their life. And so we are very, very pleased to rename our highest award and recognition, the McDonald Pickett Award.
I've known Dean since I was a young baby lawyer, and I've had the opportunities to work with Dean in Tempe. One of the things that I love that Dean would always say is that anytime there was any controversy talking about a student, and just as an example, transgender student, a special education student, a student involved with discipline, he would always remind the educators that the operative word in anything having to do with students was students. He was such a wonderful and amazing friend, colleague, asset, and just a wealth of knowledge, and he's going to be tremendously missed in our community.
Dean was a friend first and also a colleague. He was a friend first because he and his wife Cindy and his two kids lived just down the block from us in Flagstaff for many years. In the colleague department, when one of the districts we represent needed an investigator, an outside investigator, we would almost always or often call on Dean because of his fairness, his thoroughness, and his ability to get to the bottom of things. Cindy and Dean were just the closest of companions. I know they were both really devoted to each other. It's hard for me to believe that he's gone, and we really miss him. And he was such a contributor to everything we did in the field of school law, and to his clients, and to the church, and to everyone that he came into contact with. So, farewell, Dean. We'll miss him.
So there is a saying that I think is fitting for this tribute, and it goes something like this: when you are mournful, look again in your heart, and you shall see that in truth, you're weeping for that which has been your delight. And so for the countless number of people here who knew and worked with him, Dean was our delight. He was the true example of a consummate professional, and like many he influenced, I learned so much from him. But beyond Dean's brilliant mind was his gentle, compassionate, and humble heart. I never heard him raise his voice or speak unkindly about someone else. The occasional eye roll is the most that I would get from him. Dean loved his profession and educational law. He was always up for a new challenge, but his love for law was only overshadowed by his love for his family, his wife Cindy, their kids and grandkids. Dean also had a great poker face, but one thing always gave him away. I knew Dean had something serious to share with me when he would arrive at my office with his suit jacket on. One day I knew by that suit jacket and by that look in his eyes, he was there to tell me that he was retiring. And so to honor him today, I wear my suit jacket, knowing that that is what Dean would do.
Dean just always was very supportive of ASBA, the law conference, anything having to do with school boards and public education in general. Dean also had a encyclopedic knowledge of school law, so much so that we would jokingly say that he read the Federal Register while he was having breakfast each morning. He always wanted to advance ASBA's mission, just a real gentleman, and I know that we all miss him dearly.